Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil, and in this Angular video tutorial we will learn about the events in Angular. Even in the previous video we learned that how we can call a function on click event, but there is lots of more events which are very important, and as an Angular developer you should know about these events. So now let's check out the points of this video. We will see some important events, as I told you, like click event. I know that we learned this event in the previous video also, but this is event, then we will just cover it again. Then keyup with the enter and space. Then we will learn about the keydown enter with the space. Then blur, mouse over, and mouse leave. And then I will just told you that how we can get a text box value on with the help of event. And at the last of this video I will ask you a interview question, which is very important and commonly asked interview question for Angular. So you can just watch previous complete video and you can answer me the interview questions answer in the comment box, right? So now let's get started. First of all, I'm just going to click on the app.component.ts file, and I'm just going to define a simple function like my event, right? You can make any function name, whatever you just want, and let's make a console.warn or console.log or alert, whatever you want. It's totally up to you. And here I will just write here evt, that simply means event, and we will just pass this parameter with the inside the events also, right? So now I'm just going to click on my app.component.html, and here we will perform all the events. So just define a button, close it, and let's write something here like click me or something. And now you can see that we have a button here, but for a moment there is no action performed on it because we did not apply an event. So first of all, let's go for a very basic and apply a click event. And with the click event we can just call a function like my event, right? And here we can just pass some parameters so that we can just get this parameter here, right? So I can just simply pass here this is click event or something, whatever you just want. Now let's try to call it on a click. So whenever I'm just going to click, you will see a console warn here, right? So here you can see that this is a click event. You can call it again and again. This is working fine, great. So now let's see that how we can use the second event, which is keyup, right? So keyup is actually not possible on a button, so for that we can just take some input box, and this is great that we will also learn event with the button, event, and div and everything, right? So let's take some br tag so that we can just maintain some spaces, and just write here input type text, and let's close it. And here I am just going to define a keyup. So just simply write here key up, and here we can call a function. We can just call same function like my event, yep, and we can pass some value here, like I just want to pass here key up event, right? And now you can see that we have a text box here, and whenever I'm just going to press any key here, like I just put 1, then you can see that we are able to see this event. This is working fine, right? Now just you want to get this text box value with the help of the event, right? That how can I get it? For that, first of all, you can define a box or any ID. This is basically an ID in a form of Angular, and here you can just remove it and just write here. You don't need to put here single quotes or any string here. You can just simply pass here box dot value, right? And now let's again press any key like 1, 2, 3, and you can see that we are able to get the values, right? So now you must have to know about the difference between key up and key down. Key up simply means when you just press the key and you just remove your finger from the key, right? Then it will just hit an action, right? I just want to here you can see that there is no console. Whenever I just leave it, now you can see that we got the values here, right? So whenever we just release the key, then it will just call, right? And now let's try to use here key down, right? And it will just call when we just press a key, right? Whenever I'm just going to press it, first of all the event is called, then the value will be filled here, right? So that first time you will find the blank value. Here you can see that there is a blank value because event is called before putting the value. Now you will find only previous value, right? Every time you will find the previous value, right? So this is the way that how we can just call the key event. But let's say you just want to find that I'm just going to you just want to get the value on a enter, right? So for that you can just write here simply keyup dot enter. Now let's come back here, and when you write here something like 1 2 3 a b c, no event is called here, no function is not going to call. When you just hit enter, now you will see that you get the value here, right? With the same thing you can just put here space. When you just put the space, then this value will be the function will be called here, right? Like x y z or something you call. This is not there is a no console, and when you just press the space, now you can see that the value are consoled here, right? Great. So now one more important event, which is blur, right? So I'm just going to make one more text box like here, right? And I just want to make it a blur. Blur simply means when you just put your mouse outside from the text box, right? So I'm just going to put here some string like blur event and all. Now let's come back here, and on a second one, because on a first one we are just working with the space, right? Here you can see that. Now let's go for a second one. Whenever I am just going to write something here, it's not going to give me any console, but whenever I'm just going to click outside to it, now you can see that we got the blur event, right? So let's try again. Perfect. I'm going to put 1 2 3 and let's click outside here, right? Yep. 1 2 3. Yes, here you can see that we are getting a blur event. Perfect. So great. Now let's look on last two events, and this is the mouse event. So here I'm just going to take a h1 tag or div event element, whatever just want to put, right? And just write here mouse event or something, and I'm just going to put here some style so that I can just tell you the area of this h1 tag, right? So just write here background color is like sky blue, right? So now whenever I'm just going to hover it, there is a no event, there is a no console, no function calling, right? Now just simply write here event mouse over, and on this you can just simply write here event and just write here mouse over. Great. And now whenever I'm just going to over the mouse on it, we will just get a function called, or we got an event, right? You can see that. Great. That's working fine. So with a similar thing we can do one more thing. Let's say I have another one like with the color of red or something, right? And here we can just simply use here mouse leaf, right? And let's push the text box value event or whatever just want to put. Come back here, and whenever I'm just going to put the value in a red color, there is a no event, but whenever I'm just going to leave it again, then it will just give an event. So here you can see that there is a no event, but whenever I'm just going to pull my mouse away from it, it will just give an event, right? Here you can see that no event on mouse inside, mouse away will work as an event. Great. So these are some important events, and 99% events are covered. There is a very rare chances that you will use any alternative event to them. Okay, so now the time of the question, right? So is it possible that I can use the two event on a single element? Like I just want to use the blur as well as I just want to use keyup also, right? Like this. So is it possible? If this is possible, you can just comment me. If this is not possible, then still you have to tell me. It will help us to the other developers who don't know this is it possible or not. And that's all. So thanks for watching this video. If you still have any kind of confusion, you can ask me in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video.